Hey guys. I, yeah, hopefully you didn't hear that. This is my daughter Eilish,
Hi.
and she's going to be with me tonight on this episode. Um, like I said last week, what we're doing is food. So we figured that we would do things that um, I can eat.
That
Um,
you previously could not.
that I, yeah. So things that these are things that I have not eaten since I received my new smile, and so it's going to be interesting to see. Still, everything's going great. I still think I have inside a little bit of swelling here, but it's not bad at all. You know,
I mean, especially considering that all your teeth.
yeah. On this side, it feels normal. Um, like I said, it feels like my teeth basically. The only thing is up on the roof, not the roof. It's not the palate. It's hard to complain or
It's just like the
explain,
top of the.
but the arch, basically. Right now, I can feel it, of course, with my tongue because it's a little bit thick. And I think in my 6 month, when I go and get a checkup and my teeth clean, that I'll probably have them file that down a little because I think that that's probably what's making it so that I'm not speaking as well as I could. And I don't know if other people are noticing or not, but I notice that, yeah, I'm not speaking like I used to.
The slight lisp.
But still, it's not bad, you know. For what I have, I'll do it again. I'll keep this. Otherwise, things going really good. This is week 5 post op. Uh, we talked about flossing last week. We talked about water picking. Couple things that I brought up or that I noticed. One is that when I don't know about you guys, but when I eat, of course you get food all the way down there, and it stays there until you water pick it, basically. Or a lot of times if I'm away, I'll take some water and swish it around, and then swallow it. Uh, but I also notice my teeth. I get food in between the crevices. And with normal teeth, it goes straight through a lot of times. With these, of course, it doesn't, so it stays there. And so, one thing I decided to pick up today, because I went to the store, is another toothbrush. It's an Elmo. So, this is a baby brush because I know for the Vegas office, I got a pink little brush, and it was super, super soft. And they say to use that. And so I got this one because it's a baby brush and it's really soft, softer than the normal one. So this I'm going to be keeping in my purse. So when I go out to eat or something, I can easily get the crevices um, between my teeth. This stuff down here, it's fine until I get home because nobody notices when you're talking and stuff. Nobody sees it. But they do see the tiny, particles in between. Then also, I purchased this Everclean implant and crown and bridge cleaner and gum care, and it's a foam and it's made with peroxide. And I really like this. I've been using this lately. Really, really like it. I use it on my toothbrush, so I'll put 1 or 2 squirts in and brush my teeth with it. And then also, I will squirt like 2 squirts in my mouth and hold it there for about 60 seconds, squish it around and stuff, and then spit it out. And it's supposed to kill, it says it kills up to 99.9999% bacteria. And so this, it's going to get the implants and clean them. So besides the water picking, the flossing, and now this that I added to my cleaning regimen, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
And with that, it doesn't have any little like beads or weird particles that some toothpastes have, so you don't have to worry about scratching your teeth.
Yeah, it's really good for the teeth, I feel. And then I also bought today, I haven't tried it yet, but these little interdental brushes is what I bought.
They're like tiny little crystal.
And so they're like little tiny pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
Is what they're like. And this is really is a soft. I was surprised how soft it is, but it's extremely tiny. I'm sure you can see that. And so this, they're saying you can get really close to your implants and clean around your implants and stuff. And so that's what I'm going to try tonight. Because, of course, the cleaner we can keep them, the longer we get to keep them. It didn't really go. No. So, yeah. So, with all that, hopefully you guys are doing good. We are going to try different foods. Um, like I said, I on Facebook, on especially um, Golpa's page, the two that I'm on, the ambassador and the Golpa patients, I think, they've been talking about food and eating and when and what. Um, like I said, with my doctor, Dr. T from Vegas, he told me that day that I got my teeth to eat anything. They want you to eat. Because, again, like I explained before, it's just like if you get a hip or a knee replacement, they want you to get up and walk right after surgery because the more you use it and you put pressure on it and stuff, the more that your bones are going to start healing and adhering to that. And so basically, because we have the bar across the inside of our bridge, it stabilizes, again, it stabilizes the implants. And this is why we that have G4 versus traditional all in four, all in sixes can do this and can eat now, whatever we want. Because it stabilizes those implants. The more we're using it by chewing, going up and down and stuff, putting pressure on it, the faster it's going to heal and adhere. And you will hear a lot of doctors or dentists say, or patients even, that my dentist said about 6 months, my implants will be healed and firm, um, firmly implanted in my bones. Whereas Golpa says 3 months. And so I would rather have the 3 months. Plus, I hear so many stories, and it's like people are on liquid diets or soft foods for, almost 6 months.
Yeah, those get boring pretty quickly.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
You don't have many options.
And like I said, for me, the first day that I got my teeth, again, I had pizza and fried mushrooms, which was really good. But after that, I went with soft foods just because of the stitches. I had all my teeth. And so I had all the way the back molars and stuff, both my molars. With these, you only get 12 teeth per arch instead of 14. So you've lost a molar on each side of your mouth and up above. And so I missed those, and I had to learn when I eat to bring my food forward to use those front molars instead of the back ones, like I used to. When I have stitches, food will fall back where there's no molars, and then it would kind of scratch the area and stuff and irritate it. And so that's one of the reasons I went with soft food, is because of that. Once my stitches were out at about 2 weeks, I ate whatever I wanted to. And I've had no problems at all. None. The only thing that I'm doing, and it's not what the doctor says or anything, but just for me, is that I'm not going to eat, I don't want to eat anything, whereas I have to bite and pull, say like an apple, and that's biting into a whole apple, not just pieces, or like ribs. Right now I eat ribs, but I cut them up. So anything like that, candy apple, I will be able to eat a candy apple, but I want to wait 3 months until my implants are firmly are solid, and then I'll eat those. But everything else I've been eating, and I've had no problems at all. I've had no problems with food getting underneath. When it does, I can easily clean it. Um, oh, we were going to do popcorn too, for one. I did eat popcorn, which was really surprising because popcorn, of course, you have your um, holes,
Yeah.
and in natural teeth, a lot of times they'll get in between your gums and irritate your gums and stuff. So I figured with the popcorn, I would have a lot of holes underneath my bridge that I would have to wash out. And I was surprised that I really had nothing. The only thing that I had to watch out for is because you can't feel the kernels. And you might bite on a kernel, and you really don't want to do that, because that is a chance you can break your teeth. Um, so yeah, just if you eat popcorn, just be really careful with the kernels. But otherwise,
That's like everyone.
yeah, everybody has to do that. That's just not because we have,
Yeah, just like corn
gorgeous
nuts.
teeth.
Yeah, you have to be careful with those things.
Oh, that's true, corn nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So there's some things, I wouldn't bite into a jawbreaker or anything, um, whether I had my real teeth or these or something. So you just want to watch. So what we have, there's a plate of food. We have our fried chicken. We have a crunchy taco. We have potato chips. These are the kettle ones. I never could eat these, and I couldn't even suck on them because they're so thick. They would never get soft enough. We have our Chex Mix, and a lot of times the brown rye pieces were really hard for me to eat, and I was always afraid I was going to break a tooth. We have our licorice because it's sticky. I would never ever eat sticky foods because that can pull out a filling or a tooth that's fractured that I didn't know.
She wouldn't even chew gum or anything.
I would never chew gum. No. Oh no. We have jerky. Never would eat that. That was way too hard. We have cashews. Now sometimes I did eat cashews, but these are honey roasted, so you know that they're crunchier. Jelly bellies, jelly beans. I would not eat those because those are too sticky. This is like a nut, chocolate nut kind of hard thing.
Yeah.
Snickers.
Between the caramel and the nuts.
I ate a Snicker one time, and half of my teeth came out. And after that, I swore up, Snickers after that. I never ate it again. Celery. I had to stop eating celery because it was too hard. Oh my goodness.
Baby
raw carrots. There is no way on earth I can ever eat a raw carrot because my teeth would break. So those are some of the foods that we're going to try. Oh, and corn on the cob.
Obviously.
Because as time got, I got older, my gums were receding. They were receding really bad, and I was afraid that I would loosen my teeth or they would come out. So I stayed away from that too. So let's get eating. And Eilish's, this is where Eilish is going to help because she just got her braces off. So she has lovely teeth too, but not as white as mine.
Yeah, because I have to wait to get mine white.
Yeah, mine's a lot whiter.
And yours are fakey white. Mine's like natural white. I'm actually surprised how white mine are considering how long I've had braces.
She did really good. Because you had braces for how long?
About 5 years.
5 years. And there's no, spots or anything.
Yeah, in which they expect to have spotting for that long. And being a kid,
So she took really good care of her teeth. So yeah. So she's going to help me here. That's why she's here. So, what should we start with? Well, okay, so let's take potato chips. So like I said, I never would eat these because they were, the cheaper ones that were really thin, I would have kind of soaked them in my mouth first and stuff, but It's always so weird when you eat.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I've told Iris this that a kind of food you can feel it getting sucked in, and you try to keep it out. You know.
I think my big thing with these is like, don't stab your gums.
That's true.
Because that would be my problem, is like stabbing my gums or something.
Yeah, it's interesting on. Okay, I'm gonna try this. It's interesting on your bite. I've noticed. I was eating a sandwich yesterday, and you don't really feel that bite. You know, you feel it's really hard to explain. As you as you bite down, yeah, you're really not feeling it. You know, but yet all of a sudden you bit off a piece of something. And so, yeah, it's a really interesting.
Probably you don't feel anything until like you feel like the pressure of actually having to bite down. But then you're gonna feel it just tiny bit just because the implants.
Not well, not really. Yeah, I'm surprised that I don't feel as much. You know, and then those are very crunchy. There's no way on earth I would ever eat this.
You know?
No way. Chewing this up, I am surprised on how hard this is. And yeah, I would never eat this. Like I said, I would soak it in my mouth first. But but oh, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
I was thinking something.
So I think like it's funny because like some of these foods I still, because like when you're on braces, I'm sure most of you know this. Like there's a lot of foods you can't eat. You know, stuff that's like really hard or like chewy or sticky. They don't even like you eating like bagels or like cucumbers and stuff because they don't want you breaking off brackets or bending wires. But like some of these, I feel like I would still be sort of like cautious about just with like how long I've had them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like baby carrots, I just can't see little flash.
Okay, with chicken, I've noticed that
Can you feel the bone?
no, not really. Once you bite down, then you feel the bone, kind of. But it's really hard. You have to be careful with the bones because since we don't have nerves in our teeth, yeah, you really don't feel that. And so you have to be careful. But one thing that I was thinking of with me throughout the years, I would always switch sides on eating because it depended on what was going on in my mouth. If one side had a tooth that was um, broken half, of course I would eat on this side then. You know, if this side got bad abscess or something, then I would eat on the other side, you know, if I had that fixed. Um, so now I have to consciously go back and forth because subconsciously I want to stay on one side when I eat, I've noticed, because I'm so used to doing that. And so, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, is that something you guys have gone through or you felt or, you know?
I think like one thing with like the chicken, and this is just like purely hypothetical, I guess, is like maybe with the chicken bone you can sort of like, you know, when people like lose a sense, I like their other senses
Yeah.
like pick up. Like maybe you could tell like, oh, you know, there's the bone like just by like gauging like how far your teeth have moved down or like, you know, whether like how close to your lips it is or something.
I think
Probably.
so, yeah. I think on a lot of foods because I've noticed. Hey guys, normally I don't talk with food in my mouth,
One of our
but
pet peeves.
we are tonight. Um, but one thing I have noticed is from the time I started eating food, about 2 weeks, the regular food, not just chew now. you do start to realize, because at first I'm trying to find where my teeth were putting a fork in my mouth or a
Yeah.
spoon was hard because you had no idea, and so I now or putting just any kind of food in your mouth was hard. Trying to find where your teeth were or a straw or something. And so it is getting better that you can find, and you're kind of conscious now about it, I guess,
Yeah.
or you realize, okay, my teeth are so far down and up, and I don't know,
Yeah.
it's
Well, because you don't really have like your teeth,
well,
your natural teeth. Like a lot of times you can't feel as much as what you think you can, but because you've had them for so long, you can gauge like where they are and like how far you can bite down before like they like meet together.
Mm-hmm.
I bet the closest feeling to like to compare is like if you were numb, your mouth was numb,
Mm.
like and you
Yeah.
don't really know where stuff is. I would say it's probably like the process of getting used to it. How
Okay.
much of this is like hearing and chewing?
Hopefully, yeah. This the sticker is sticky, but it was good. Yeah, it was really good. Like I said, that was one thing that I could not eat. Um, and I would be so afraid to eat that because it was so sticky. Hey, I don't know how long I have since I've had raw carrots.
The concept of biting terrifies me. Like, still subconscious, because I only got my braces off like a week ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
So, still subconsciously, I'm like, I still have braces. And so I know I shouldn't.
Okay, here we go. That is so weird. Guys, I could eat carrots. That is, that's weird. The only way that I could eat carrots before was either cook them or grate them up. Is basically even the little chips that you would make were too thick a lot of times. But yeah, to eat just
This
a
is weird.
regular raw carrot. Now, see, now I can eat healthier foods.
That's a thing. Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Well, because processed food is like a lot of times like softer,
Mm-hmm.
or like there's a way to make it softer. Well, like healthy foods naturally like crunchy and like sometimes a
Raw
little
and
sticky
yeah.
and stuff. The one thing
So
is that like, yeah, that's
that's one thing I am excited about is to be able to eat a lot healthier. Because like salads, a lot of times I couldn't have a lot of stuff on my salad.
Have you tried the cashews yet?
Not yet, I haven't. Okay, let's use celery.
How does it feel?
That's so weird.
See, mine's not as a big effect just because like I tended to cheat a little bit, and so like with carrots, I learned how to bite down carrots. Like I would just like bite around,
Oh,
and they'd just break off by itself.
I would do that with some foods, yeah. I know. Yeah, it's a weird feeling biting through this and realizing you're not going to break anything, like I have before. I mean, it's a scary feeling. This
That's
is
not
very,
comforting.
very hard.
Yeah. Yeah, if I eat the braces, so many things would be broken right now.
So,
You wouldn't have any teeth left.
I would have no teeth left. Yeah,
Shards.
there is no way on earth I could eat that.
They're good though.
It is so weird just biting down and having your teeth go through it. That is so weird. And to not feel anything moving, to not feel your teeth or anything moving. Your teeth are so solid. These teeth are solid in there, and they don't move. There's sometimes people were talking about how they feel twinges, and of course that's your bone still healing, is what you're feeling. Um, and there has been times that I've even talked to Eilish, and it's like, oh my goodness, I wonder if my implants are doing okay. Did I eat something wrong and I loosened them, or are they failing? And then I feel my teeth, and it's like, no.
I am, and like obviously no one's gonna be testing this theory because that's, abuse. But like what? I'm pretty sure you could probably take a hammer to your teeth. Like I don't know if like so-called the teeth itself would like survive, but like the implants.
The teeth woman.
Well, who knows?
But I know Dr. T said once the implants heal, then you really cannot get them out. They're so adhered to that bone that you would have to break the bone around it, and just do major damage.
Because what metal do they use?
Titanium.
Because yeah, that's when they do surgeries, they shouldn't do that because like it's bone actually can stick to that.
Yeah, well, that's what they use for like hips and knees and stuff. Also, cashew. This opens you up to so much freedom, and not having to worry, guys. If you, okay, before I go on, I have to try corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob. And of course, okay, this is where sometimes you have to, it takes a while, at least for me it did, a couple weeks, and it still is, before I can, how you use your tongue to kind of wipe around
Like so.
your teeth and stuff, and your gum area. At the beginning, of course, I couldn't because everything was still really tight, and I was still swollen really bad. But it's getting better. It's like now, if I put on lipstick, I can rub my lips together. But every so often, you feel food down here. And so a lot of times it's like after you eat, it's like, okay, I gotta go pick. Gotta go pick. Or you swish or something to get the food. I have one little hole down here between my gum and my bridge. And food goes back and forth all the time. But, so corn, before I do that, corn, I have not, I don't even know when.
What's the one? So that was about
Over 10 years, 11?
Yeah, probably 11 years ago.
Yeah, that I have had that. So, okay, that feels weird. Because of your teeth. That feels so weird because you kind of.
You feel like the pressure pushing up, I'm sure.
Well, you don't really feel.
And the fact that you don't have those gaps in between your teeth, you don't have skin going in between your teeth either.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
You can be American in the picture.
Okay, you guys can go now because I'm going to eat. Oh, well, I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to finish that. That, that's amazing.
I feel like that's probably one of the hardest foods that you would be eating.
It is.
Corn on the cob.
Corn.
I mean, I can't really think of anything else. Between the skins, a pain in the butt, and like just getting off the cob.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, that's just wow. I am shocked. Like I said, 5 weeks, guys. I'm only 5 weeks post-op. So if you guys that are watching this, if you're debating whether you want to do this or not, traditional, all in four, all in sixes, or snap dentures, or any of those, you cannot do this at 5 weeks. You have to wait until at least 6 months to a year before you can eat all this food.
It's a year on soup
Yeah, or
and
soft foods, mashed potatoes and stuff. But with G4, because of how Golpa pioneered this, the bridge and stuff, you can eat from the beginning. If you want to eat like this day one throughout, and it doesn't bother your stitches, you can do it. Otherwise, yeah, wait until your stitches fall out, which is in about 2 weeks. And you can eat all this food. You can eat whatever you want. There's no limit. So it's not just, and oh, on Facebook, one of the guys on there was talking about is it just the smile and just the look that people are getting these for. Because he said, if you're missing molars, how can you eat? It's probably not feasible. Are there molars that you have? We have, like I said, we have 12 teeth per arch. We have one set of molars in the back. You normally have two. We have one. You just learned. Some people haven't had molars for a long time, so they're used to it. People like me that had molars and got one removed, we just have to learn to chew our food closer up instead of way back. But these teeth are amazing. They're amazing, guys. To be able to not be limited to what you eat is amazing. And not just what you eat, but then have a gorgeous smile. You know, these teeth are strong, they can handle it. And the more you eat, like I said, the more you're putting overload on your I was going to say brackets, but that's braces, but on your bridge, and the quicker your implants are going to heal and adhere to those bones. And so you want to eat, just like Dr. T said. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them below, and I'll answer them as best as I can, or I'll find out. But enjoy food, guys. Enjoy it. You've gone long enough without. It's time to start enjoying what you can, and you can enjoy anything, anything at all. When I get into my 6 month, you betcha, I am going to eat a candy apple or a caramel. I'm going to eat a caramel apple that I have never, I can't remember the last time I had a real caramel apple.
I'm gonna say sixth grade.
Maybe, maybe. And I'm going to do it, and you guys are going to see it. So that's one thing I'm going to do in 6 months. Well, at my 6 month, is do that. So until then, it has been fun. I hope you, um, I don't know, learn that you can, these teeth are strong.
Comfort and
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Comfort is a good one.
yeah.
Because seeing somebody eat, it's like, okay, I'm going to eat in front of you guys. But seeing somebody eat these that have the G4 bridges, just like you guys do, I think it would, yeah, bring comfort knowing that you can eat this food.
And that's the thing is like if you feel like you can like eat, some of these like beforehand, before you like, her 5 weeks and do it. But if you feel like you should wait just time bit longer, then,
Yeah, do what you feel is right for you.
Be in tune with yourself.
But know that G4 can handle it. Your smiles can handle it, if you want to. So go ahead, do what you want. If you want to subscribe, we would love to have you.
Like, thumbs up, share with other friends that might be in need.
Well, especially share, yeah. If you know anybody that is thinking of, getting dentures or implants, or you know how I feel. I am so firmly a believer in Dr. Golpa and what he has done in the G4 bridges. There is nothing better, nothing better. And like I said, I see all these people go through a year of pain and torture, and just, it's amazing what they're going through. And here, in 24 hours, I had my teeth that I was able to eat, and no pain at all. some people from, some people will have some pain, but I think on the whole, a lot of people don't with
And
G4.
also, it's more short term as
It's
well.
very short term.
And look,
I'm shocked to think that I'm only 5 weeks out, and you can't even tell that
yeah.
I've gone through
And
all
like that's
this.
the thing is people have different like levels of pain tolerance and like they heal at different paces. And so like we were looking at like some pictures of others and there's some people who their bruising went away faster than
Or they
his
didn't
bruised it.
bruise at all.
Yeah.
Lucky ducks.
But that's the thing is like, their bodies just work differently. And yeah, you might have bruising like she did, but that's normal. That's okay. Like unless you feel like something's like massively wrong, like in your bones.
It's going to be fine. And you are going to heal a lot quicker than the traditional. That is a given. So, so go ahead. If you have anything you would like me to talk about next week, put in the comments because I'm getting to the point that I'm not too sure what to share. I might get to the point that we might go every other week because yeah, unless you guys give me some ideas.
Unless you just want us to eat in front of you and
Yeah,
chit chat.
I can eat in front of you all the time. I love food. You can tell, huh? But now I can eat anything I want.
Baby carrots.
Baby
Still
carrots
so
and corn on the
weird.
cob. Yeah.
Baby carrots.
So you guys have a good night. I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, do what you want, share, love. Live a happy life. Life is short and smile. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.